Let's dive into the ocean with the YouTube collab loop group video. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your journal and planner spreads pretty and functional. So today it's another YouTube collab loop group video, and the theme this time is ocean. And if you're not familiar with what a YouTube collab loop group is, I will talk to you a bit more in detail as we go. But let's get started so that I can show you the process. Let's go through all the sticker books and all the other stuff that we are going to be using. We're using some Planny Thing sticker books and some Priya'screativeplans sticker books, along with some distress oxides and also the PET, the pre-cut PET from the washi tape shop. And I'm hoping to use this collection from the newest Tropical Abstract sticker book. I do have my affiliate link for Priya'screativeplans and Planny Thing and the washi tape shop. Please check that out. It is always linked in the description. For the washi tape shop and the Planny Thing, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off. And it does support my channel and helps with the growth of my channel. So I would really appreciate the support. And for the distress oxides, I will have all the names and the links, all the inks if you want to pick it up. And I do have tutorials on how you can bring in such fun components into your planner and journal. So that is some washi tape for the border so that we'll get a clean, crisp line, which is crucial when we come and do such mixed media stuff. So I'm bringing in some of the inks just for the ocean, and we need some for the beach. So you will see why I'm doing the beach at the bottom just a teeny weeny bit, and also why this effect is important. That's a scrap piece of watercolor paper that I'm keeping handy. Adding the distress inks and oxides in this manner gives it an illusion of depth. And this tropical abstract, this scene, the silhouette, I believe it is the perfect addition for such scenes because you do have that in the distance. And I'm trying to fill some of the elements to balance out the colors on both the pages, and also adding some interest in the middle there. So when you look at it this way, you will have like a proper scene. And I'm adding a few birds, a flock of birds, and trying to bring in some of those colors, making sure it is right on the surface so that it will give an illusion of that sticking out in the distance. So the horizon is where all that scenery is. And I'm bringing in the black coats and boxes from Planny Thing. This was one of the latest books. And this is part of the haul that I'm sharing. So I'm not sure if that video will be out, but I will link it if you want to check that out. I did grab a few things from multiple shops, and it is all the way from May until the end of summer, not the end of summer, until end of July. So adding the alphas and on to the next page. So this would be the landing page for me. And next I'm thinking of what to do. So that is the pre-cut Summer Bliss washi from the washi tape shop, and it is still available as of the day of filming. And you can stack my coupon on top of the sale if it is happening. So just trying to make like a peekaboo window and trying to bring in some of the elements to make a scene in the back so that it will look nice. As for the YouTube collab loop group, I will share a bit about how it works if you're not familiar. But if you are not new to the loop, You know the drill, just continue on with whoever you started with, and the next person will be tagged in the description. So just continue on, and until you get back to the person you started with, you keep going. That's all there is. And thank you so much if you're joining me from the loop. Welcome to my YouTube family. And Creatively Lisa Marie, that's her handle on all the socials. Lisa Marie, that's her real name. And she's the lady behind all the YouTube collab loop groups. And thank you to Gail and Angelique for the additional support in running these teams successfully. So thank you, ladies. And just continue on. The next person will be linked along with their video you can use to keep the loop going. And as you can see, I'm doing some layering and some clustering, and I'm putting some inks on the edge so that it will pop a bit more. And I'm combining the Summer Bliss washi and the summer elements from Planything. And then on to the next circle, the next layer. I think I should have gone the other way around. I did not have a clear idea in mind as to what I should be doing this time. But I did want to do something different because that's what I try to do every month. And I will have all the tools and all the gadgets I'm using, so that this gyro cut is one of my favorite tools, my absolute favorites. And that is definitely a game changer when you have to do a lot of cutting, especially lots of non-straight lines. So that is the lining on the edge of that layer. I should have gone a bit more careful. I know I should have taken a bit more thought. I should have done some more homework before I dived in, but I got back from my vacation and then I was supposed to be taking some time off, doing some self-care off social media, but it hardly happened with multiple reasons, some maintenance issues, and then I'm not here to whine about it, but there were some technical issues. My MacBook broke and my whole setup had to be revamped. This is an older device that I have at home, and I'm making do with what I have, and figuring it all out took me forever. And yeah, long story short, I waited until the very last moment to actually film, which rarely happens because especially the YouTube collab loop group videos, I make it a point to film it and have it ready beforehand. It did not happen this time. So this is at the very last moment, as I would call it. I'm doing this on Monday and the video goes up on Wednesday. So that is kind of the last minute for me. So I'm trying to see what other elements I can bring in here. So how was your summer going? Have you been to the beach? Have you made a trip to the beach, had some fun? What is happening? And bringing in some of that girl and some of the mountains near the sea, near the ocean. So I'm doing some layering and I'm doing the symmetrical look for these elements also. And that girl and the washi flake, the pre-cut, it's so fragile. I mean, it doesn't tear that easily, but it is really, really thin. So the best part is it does not add bulk, especially to my journal. I hate when it bulks up too much and then I have difficulty writing in it. And that's not the point, right? So just doing some symmetrical action there. And this turned out okay, lots of elements, lots of components, but I was not really proud of how it came out. So her that girl is thinking about going into the ocean. Her fins are there, her snorkels are there. She could go do some snorkeling, and yeah, that's pretty much that side done. And then I come and add some more elements to fill the empty spaces that are visible. And these are some books that I picked up recently, and I have not had a chance to use it much, I have to say, because I had been traveling. And now onto the other page and adding some more elements to bring some interest and pull all the colors together. And through that peekaboo window on the other side, we do have some empty space that I need to make sure is filled. At least some of it is visible from there. So that is the element I'm bringing in, and then trying to see what other color I can bring on the left side so that we could bring in some of those reds and the blue and the slightly beachy tones from the ladies sitting there. And then I did some clustering with the boxes. So Priya'screativeplans has pre-made clusters all ready to go, and the planning thing has functional boxes too. And I'm recently into circles and hexagons, if you have not noticed. So I really like when I can bring in such interests. So bringing in the circles are some of my favorites. And I recently have a video where I share some creative ideas on using circles in your spreads. And I did talk about lots of ideas. And I also even shared my older spreads so that you can see it with examples when I'm talking about them. So bringing in some shells. So I'm using the Summer Fun and the Tropical Abstract, two of the summer sticker books from Priya'screativeplans. So I bring in elements from both the books interchangeably, just trying to bring in the colors and the clusters to go with that. And then I do realize that this is a functional space, so I do not want to take up all the space with the decorations. So then these elements which look like the beach and the sand and the water, I did some layering there, and I think those elements are really helpful when you're trying to build a scene, and I'm trying to maximize that without messing up the decorations already on there. So half of that goes next to the girl on the other side. So it does pull the spread together, and that definitely needed a title. So going ahead with the Zig Clean Color Dots, just 2 shades of blue. I had also shared a video on how you can bring in fun elements using the Zig Clean Color Dots. So I will link that video here. And I was really not extremely happy with how that turned out. So I'm making a flap bifold door for extra journaling. So I'm doing a bifold on the pages. So getting my bone folder out, making some crisp lines, folding it inside, and on one side I will be sticking that so that it can look like a door you can open. And I love when I can bring in interactive elements like these, gluing it down using the tape runner. The Tombow tape runner, they're one of the strongest, so I love when I can bring it in. And I am going to be doing some additional decorating, which turns out absolutely lovely. So I really loved this process, and this was not intentional. So I decided to do that the last minute because I had trouble trying to figure out how I could do something different, something new. And I was blanking out. I have to admit, I was totally clueless as to how to get started. So this quickly came to me, and I'm glad I did that. I jumped right in. And next, I'm off to decorate these pages, and you will see that I will do some decorations on this flap in the front. And I did not want to overdo it again, bringing some function if possible, and also getting some decorations. I thought these colors in the middle would pop against these other shades in the page. So just some treasure hunt, some pirate, all those elements. And I was really running out of ideas with this one because I had no time to think. So it had been very close to the actual date the videos drop. So this was quick, and just lining up the top and the bottom there, and just doing some layering, just bringing in those colors. It could be the cloudy sky, it could be the waves, it could be anything. So I loved how those splotches, I don't know if that's a technical term, those splotches actually looked. And now going with the my liner and adding some lines for some extra pop of color. And these lines actually do bring so much into a spread, and it does pull it together. So outlining that bifold, and then I decide to decorate the pages on either side so that it can all look nice and cohesive. So trying to bring some of those tropical foliage and the sunset scene, which would be a good pop of color amongst all the blues here. And I did want to bring some more of these color, the orange color on the left side, so that flame, that torch was perfect, and not overdoing it because that is the space for journaling. And going ahead and drawing the my liner on the outline so that it can all pop. And just that outline, that's all that is there. And I think that came out cute, bringing in the lovely summer for one last coat, and then we are done. So please check out the rest of the videos in the loop. The next person will be tagged along with their video to watch. So please take a moment to check that out and subscribe to all our channels. We really appreciate the support, and leave us all a line of encouragement, some comment. And if you've reached this far, please drop me the emoji of a wave. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and staying till the end. I will have all the details of my social media handles down in the description, including my IG and my Facebook page. So please check that out. Come hang out with me there. I would love for more folks to be part of my social media family. Please find all the links to all the products I've used. It takes a bit of a time to put everything together, so your support would mean the world to me. And please check out the next video in the loop. Let's do a quick recap now. So we brought in the distress oxides in these three colors. The black soot we did not get to use. And these three will be linked along with the tropical abstract from Priya'screativeplans for that page, and the alphas from Fun Alphabet, along with the black boxes and codes from Planything. So that was the title. And when we go to the next page, we have a lot of elements here. So you turn the page and you do have all the elements you can see. Those two from the Priya'screativeplans, and the lovely Summer and Summer from Fun from Planything. And guess what? We never got to use any of the washi tapes except for this pre-cut Summer Bliss washi from the washi tape shop. That's a fun flip through of the rest of the pages. Nice summery ocean vibes with the sailing, the beach, people enjoying the beach, more ocean related scenes, and some pirate touches, along with some beach chairs and the sunset views, along with those gorgeous colors. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.